Planted to two different things.
I hope not. Why?
You know, this has been happening on my games as well a lot lately.
What?
Have you been?
It looks like it's half sugar beets, half corn.
Oh, somebody wasn't paying attention.
What happened?
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Oh, shizzle.
Mine, I'm getting half grown.
Ruh-roh.
We might have to plow that in.
Well, how about if we just take the corn out of it, and how much of it? Literally half of it's corn. Oh.
Most of it's sugar beets.
Most of it's sugar beets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hope I didn't do that.
I don't even remember.
Well, it's it's not the end of the world. We'll just what was I gonna say? We'll just collect it as it is. It's fine. We'll rent a harvester for the sugar beets and sell them. There's no point in plowing it in. And we'll get silage of what's left of the corn between it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, dude. Can you guys weed this field? I need 2 guys weeding this. I haven't looked yet, Taylor.
All right, I'll get on that.
So
right
yeah,
now.
get that's pretty funny.
I was gonna ask if we had a chaser bin somewhere.
Yeah, Bugs said that was me. She took the blame. Bugs, you're silly. Oh shoot, I can't forget. I gotta order a drone battery tonight. So the kid, Mark, actually, I'm very proud. He actually got the garage all organized, and got it to the point where I can actually get my car back, my normal car back in the garage. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, anyway. Filled up the starter truck with logs for fun once. Yeah, the wheels hardly ever touch the road. It's hard to steer when that's happening. I wouldn't worry about the maintenance. Honestly, Sinskins,
Oh my lord.
the daily expenses are never going to be more than $3,000 or $4,000. If you've got one big field or 2 medium-sized fields, you're gonna more than cover your expenses every time. So I wouldn't worry about it. So yeah, Micah's got the harvester going. So who's?
I can, if someone wants to harvest, I can do something else.
No, that's good. That's good, Micah. So let's see. Ranger wants us to park all tractors in the river. Oh, great. So Ranger is fertilizing. Do I have 2 guys that want to take the steer, the big stare?
Hey, what are you ratting me out for?
And
That's not fair.
the big stare and also the big New Holland, and go up to those cornfields 7 and 8 and start harvesting those. That would be good. And then I need 2 people for that. But you're going to need the stare and the New Holland. The New Holland's already hooked up to one of the collectors, so we just need somebody with the big red stare to do the other. So Jeremy, swap. Jeremy, take that tractor over to Ranger.
That's all right. I'm coming.
You're coming? Okay. All right. We got a case and a just a second, Evelyn. We have a case and a Vultra that you can use, Ranger. Sorry. We just need that horsepower on the grinder. So Taylor, do you want to take the other corn harvester? Evelyn. Can you have one of the what? No, those are for sale. Those I will. They're vintage. You cannot have those. They're like I have to work tomorrow. Maybe Sunday we could go Sunday. Oh, you're not gonna be here tomorrow either, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we can't do it tomorrow or then anyway, so what's the difference? Alright, so who wants to do the other corn harvester? Jeremy, you want to do that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm on the...
Wait, where are you going, Jer?
Oh, it's over there.
What? You need to have this tractor, though.
Got more power?
Oh, no, he said he would do... Yeah, it has way more horsepower. Yeah, like double.
Oh. Put this one back?
Yeah, put that one back, yeah.
Oh, just so you go, Jeremy, if you talk to me, I can't hear hardly yet, so I apologize.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? So Micah's got that going. Jeremy, you're gonna do the other corn harvester.
Yeah.
And then Micah, let's see, I'm gonna turn this off. So we got everything. And who else is on? Weidenbach, what are you working on right now?
I've got the weeder in the mixed field right now.
Okay, so you got two guys to do it. We got two of them doing that. Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah. It's not going to take us very long to do this.
All right, so Jeremy, you got one. Taylor, come get or I don't know. Jeremy, you're going to take that one? That's fine. Taylor, come get the other Steyr, the 6270, and hook it up and get harvesting that corn. In the meantime, I'm going to start collecting from Micah. I think I've got everybody engaged now, right? So we're all good?
Yep.
You want me just to dump this right in the silo?
Can you?
Yeah, I can just put the pipe out right next to
Oh,
the silo.
7, 8.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I have the truck.
Okay.
I'm bringing it.
The corn.
Chew.
Actually,
Sorry, my Zyrtex, my 24 hours starting to wear off. I got another hour left before I take another one. But I try to run it the full 24 hours. That means I'll start sneezing soon. It really works, actually, surprisingly. The corn things are behind you, Taylor. Same setup that Jeremy just took.
Field I'm on, Arthur. There's like a gap. I've been having a lot of that with my farms lately.
Weird. Well, thanks, Lee. I guess. That's what Miss Bug said. She's like, you sneeze like a girl. I'm like, thanks. I can't help it. That's just the way I sneeze. Joe.
Pikachu.
That's. Hey, I got the truck is up here for you, Micah. Let me know if you need me to, when you're ready for me to move it.
Yeah, you see that spot right there in the middle?
Where? Yeah, we missed something when we planted. Oh, weird. We missed a big something. Yeah, the Seasons mod is intimidating. Don't feel bad about that. Sinkins, I didn't use it either. Taylor, I'm sorry. What did you... Hang on.
I'm with you on that one, Taylor.
What?
A bit of weight just outside that shed.
Oh, that's fine. Wait a minute. You're...
Alright, waiting is complete.
You said show me farm equipment. High Rock got his package. I can do that.
No, that spot drives me nuts too.
I'll do it if you want, because I have, I've got the, we got the other tractor. I got the Vulture sitting around. Yes, sir.
Arthur,
Yes.
is it worth fertilizing the grass?
Nah. I mean, yes.
And it looks like field 19 forgot to get plowed.
19.
Yeah, it's not even plowed yet.
I thought we plowed it last round. Didn't we plow it? That's okay. We can do it again.
Got it.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it next time. It's not the
How
end.
much would it cost? How much money do we have?
182.
Okay, so we can't afford to buy another header. Another combine. Just like everything needs to be harvested right now, and pretty much all of it's soybean.
Another what? Just kidding. Oh, we're stuck. If you want to take those two tractors, guys, once you have the seeders off or the weeders off of them, and Jeremy and Taylor are going to be bringing in silage. If you guys can run it over and get it compacted, that would be good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I will find the pickup truck that you guys hid by tabbing my way through.
Oh, that's cheating.
I found it. Oh no, Bugs, you lost your... I hate losing videos. That's so frustrating.
What?
Bugs was recording some of her Rosewood Farm series,
Oh, yeah?
and the videos got lost. She lost the videos. I've had that happen before.
Oh
It's
my
very
gosh.
frustrating.
How do you lose that?
If it's they get deleted by mistake or whatever, I have had it happen, or where like the audio didn't work and I didn't know it. I've had that happen.
What are we doing now?
How long do you think you guys should? That's a good question. 44 Magnum is asking, how soon after you have a job interview should you be calling them? Like, how often should you try to pester them?
At least 2 days after, maybe.
Like, do 2 days after, and then you just do it like once or twice after that. If they don't respond, then you kind of figure they're not going to do it.
I don't know whether it's different over here, but you usually wait for them to respond to you after an interview.
Okay, I mean sometimes
if they don't, you assume that you haven't gotten the job.
Yeah, I guess here people do call and ask anyway. Sometimes they get it that way, but all right. So I'm sorry, Weinbach. What did you ask?
I think you told me and Ranger to do something, but I missed.
I want you guys to go to the silage bunker and wait for the guys that are bringing the corn in, and you guys are gonna compress it. So just drive back and forth over the top of it.
Okay.
Yes, I actually have some of our Nordhide videos I have to upload to your account, Bugs. I need to remember to do that. And I didn't release a video today on YouTube either. Oh well, you know what? I released like 3 yesterday, so that makes up for it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Nope.
Have you found your car yet?
The pickup truck?
No, my summer car.
Oh yes.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it, man.
Yeah, I'll post the videos. They're coming. It's coming.
You gotta watch it to find out.
They're coming. It's a surprise, and it is a surprise of what happened.
I've been dying. I've been waiting like the last 4 days. I'm watching these. I'm like, where's that dang car?
You gotta watch it to find out.
Yeah, you'll have to see. I've got 2 more episodes. I'll release those tonight. Maybe I'll release those. Oh my gosh, sorry guys.
Allergies bugging you?
No, yes. It's time, Zyrtec time.
Don't worry, I had a cold last weekend, so I know how you feel.
I hate being sick. I hate sinuses. I just hate that itchy nose feeling. It makes me crazy. I'm just like, ugh, stop itching. I'm gonna have to buy more too. Seth is taking it now too. It's so expensive. Zyrtec's like, I think it's like $30 for like 40 pills.
So Seth's got your allergy?
Yeah, worse.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor noobs. Whoa, getting there. This trailer's
Guess
toast.
what's on Xbox?
What?
Guess what came out on Xbox?
What came out on Xbox?
Death Road to Canada.
Death Road to Canada. I love that game. It's pretty it's really difficult. We have not made it to Canada. I don't think once we made it close. We were like almost there. And we died. I think I wish I could have put this a little further back. I'm not buying any more gems for that game. Was I driving that whole time with my blinker on? I think I was.
Getting to be an old man.
I know, I didn't even hear it.
Oh yeah, 100. Oh, actually, I should be doing it in this.
Cool. Oh, that's cool. Man, that was fast, IROC. Holy cow. You just whipped that thing together. I guess if you've done it enough, it's like screws are all loose. I'm always happy when I work on a laptop and I've got at least 90% of the screws back in where they go.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's so hard. Like some of those, man, some of the Toshiba laptops that we worked on back in the day, they had literally like 500 screws. It's like, are you kidding? Could you over-engineer this anymore? Like, it's bad design because at that point, you know, if you have that many separate components in the computer, you're going to have some problems, you know. But they were well built. It was like, man, pain in the butt to work on. IBM was the opposite. They always had like, Compaq was really good about it too. They usually had like maybe 20 or 30 screws within, you know, to take the thing apart. So you could take them apart in groups and set them with the parts that they came with. But, man, I did a lot of laptop motherboard replacements back in the day. Oh, I hated it. I don't work on them. When I was doing my own computer company, I did them for like the first 2 years, and then I had so many problems. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm just not even working on these anymore. So people would be, they'd bring in a laptop, and I'd be like, nope, take it somewhere else. Sorry. I don't work on those because they're just a pain. Hyrox said he put more screws in than it had.
Pain in the booty.
You told him that was normal. That's so funny, 44 Magnum.
What?
Yeah, true, Miss Bugs. They're all made at the same plant now in China. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Broken Farms. They certainly do. How's everybody doing? We got chores assigned and things going well? I just drove over my planter here. Let's see here. Left my lights on. Yep. That really happened. Just put a different name on them. Yeah, sometimes. I will say some are made in different companies. Lenovo still seems like it's a really good, maker, and they've always been good. They built for IBM for years, and now they're their own maker. But no, he told me they weren't done.
Is
That's why I'm here in my what?
Is Lenovo a good company?
Yes, Lenovo is the company that built IBM's laptops for their entire ThinkPad life.
Oh, yeah?
So since like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And they make very reliable products. I've got a Lenovo. I love it. I've sold a bunch of Lenovo's to people, and they love them.
They're a good gaming computer?
They make decent. They make 2 different lines of gaming computers, which I like. They have like a mid-range laptop gaming computer. Yeah. That's about $1,100. Sometimes even less, more like $800, which is pretty low for a integrated graphics card laptop. And then they also make a full-on gaming laptop. So I'm not a huge fan of HP. Sorry, Miss Bugs.
Either. I'm not either.
And I'm not Acer fan either.
Oh, me either.
Though I did have one good Acer laptop, and it lasted about 6 years, and it was a good gaming laptop. But I used to work on Acers, and I'm going to tell you this. Their quality, like monitors going bad after 6 to 8 months, I mean, just bad stuff like that. They have some good products, but yeah, I do like Asus. I have all Asus parts in my computers. Almost always the motherboards are Asus and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. HP has its ups and downs. There's times when HP is really good, and there's other times when HP just makes really crap products. I've run into both with them, so. Yep, Asus laptops are good. Yeah, right. Well, I used to be HP certified, so I worked on all the warranty stuff for HP also. I was certified for Compaq Server, HP, IBM, Toshiba, and I worked on all their products. And out of the companies that were out there, IBM was definitely the best, and that was Lenovo. And then the other one that was really good, of course, was Toshiba. They were always really well built. But yeah, for motherboards and stuff, I go to Asus. I've been doing EVGA quite a bit for video cards and stuff, and I'm fairly happy with the products that I've gotten. I did have one EVGA card go bad. I had one Zotac card go bad, or Zotac or whatever. It only lasted like a year and it went bad. So. Bugs has had her desktop for 2 years. Yeah, HPs, as long as just it's normal usage, they should be fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but their laptops are where the quality issues come in, because laptops have to be able to stand up to a lot. Dell. A lot of people like Dell. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. I've worked with a lot of Dell products, and they seem like they're well made, and they work for a long time. And that's so funny, Sinkins. Sinkins, I think it's name. You gotta tell me what it is.
Did you ever work on any gateway computers?
Oh, yeah.
I worked for them for about 15 years.
Okay. Actually, they were pretty good. It depended. They had moments when they were amazing, and then they kind of like cheaped out at the end. Didn't they? Like, it seems like their manufacturing went downhill towards the end of their...
Yeah, last 5 years was kind of a joke.
Yeah. In fact, the guy the guy that we used to work with, and this is, of course, before the WTF thing came out, but he used to call it Gateway. What the boop? That was MBNA here in Cleveland, the big bank firm. He was the IT guy. They all had Gateway laptops. Like, that's all they used.
Yeah, they took one guy, they hired one guy for CEO. I think he's the governor of Michigan right now.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
pretty much run us into the ground.
Into the ground. That's great. The
Is he gonna do
DB6.
that
Yep.
with the state as well?
That's so funny, Von Aaron's. Yes. I'm sorry. What?
Well, I don't know. The way that Detroit looks, it might be possibility.
Wait. What happened? What? I missed that. What happened?
If he's doing that to the state now.
Poor Michigan. Michigan's had some pretty bad mismanagement over the past 60 years. I mean, it just... Look at Detroit. It's a war zone. How did it get to that? You know, it's so... Not all of Detroit's like that, but so much of Detroit is just... Oh, my gosh. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Cleveland tourism video. And it's probably only funny to a Clevelander because they make fun of us, like, come and see our one skyscraper. You know? 'Cause it's a pretty small town, you know. But then at the end, like, the tagline is, "We're not Detroit."
Oh, yeah.
Like, if anything makes Cleveland good, it's at least we're not Detroit.
Does anybody remember the Daily Show?
Oh, yes.
Well, when it first came out, our mayor invited them to come to Toledo,
Okay.
and it was like the beginning of March, so it was still cold outside, and he somehow got a convertible Mustang, and everybody told him, like, "Are you nuts? You're inviting the Daily Show here?" Because you know how they just make fun of everything.
Right, right.
And so he's giving them a tour of Toledo and telling them how, like, Hollywood can come here, blow this building up, blow that building up.
Oh.
She's showing them all the vacant buildings that they can blow up.
Dude, you could blow this up in a movie, right? Like, to get them to come out to do some free... Toledo's actually not a bad town, though.
Free demolition.
I like going out there. We go to the Seagate Center every year for that, you know, for the RC show that you and I went to last year, Micah.
Yeah.
That's a nice place. It's not too busy. It's like a nice downtown area. It's clean, you know.
The best downtown area I've ever been in so far is Toronto.
Yeah. Toronto's beautiful. I mean, Canada really takes care of everything. Like, it's all governmental stuff, but they really do a good job. Like, Toronto's freaking huge, though. I don't know if I could handle the traffic there. Like 10 lanes of traffic. No thanks. I mean, Toronto, honestly, I'm trying to think if they're east or west of us. I think they're I mean, they're north of us, but I'm trying to, it's not, let me look on the map.
They're east of me. Northeast.
Yeah, they're definitely east of you. I'm not sure if they're between you and I or if they're even more east of me. Hang on, let me look here. Cleveland. I'm looking on a map right now. I gotta look.
But I remember just going around that city at night and it was just great.
Okay, they're north of
There
Niagara
was like
Falls.
cigarette butts, but that was about it.
Yeah, it's everything's super clean. They're north of Niagara Falls, so they're a good 4 to 5 hours east of us, of me, and then another 2 hours east of you. So, yeah, I went through Toronto when I went to Canada 2 years ago to visit Jared. So, it was thankfully we went through like in the middle of the day, like at 10 o'clock was when I entered the city. And then left the city by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it takes like that long to get through it. It's like 5 hours of driving. It's so freaking huge. So anyway, yeah, I really like Toronto was beautiful.
You want to run the harvester for a bit or no?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm having fun on low duty. I don't think I can play tonight, Micah. I'm just realizing how tired I am.
No worries. No worries. It's all right.
But what about Sunday night? You're busy too?
Sunday night? Yeah.
All right, we'll just do it next week.
Cincinnati and Columbus.
Maybe we'll...
Weekend.
Oh, cool. You getting your van?
No, the next date is on Thursday next week.
That's when you're supposed to get your van?
No, I gotta do some more fittings.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name. I gotta think about that. I know what you're talking about, though. They had the extra battery clicked on below, so you could get like 4 hours of life instead of 2. Man, it's been so long. I mean, that was like 15 years ago or more. Let me think about this. Yeah, I was 20. Let's see, I'm 45 now, and I think I was like 22 when I was doing that stuff. 22, 23. So, yeah, like 20 plus years ago. That's just crazy. How can life go by so fast? But it does. Sometimes it goes by real slow, but other times it's just like you blink and it's like.
Mater's graduated? What?
Oh, do you have to go, Taylor? I think Taylor just pooped out. I'll grab it, Taylor. Unless somebody.
That's all right. One of us can jump in it instead of taking his notes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Pack these.
Yep, okay. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Von Aaron's 10 months to finish a case. Oh, his allergies. Okay, that's cool. Feel better, man. I know what's happening because I'm getting it too, buddy. I know the allergies are real. I don't think compacts still exist, do they?
I haven't seen them in a while.
I haven't seen them in a long time. I bet you there's still some compact servers out there though, but
I think they got bought out before Gateway did.
I thought they got bought.
HP.
Yeah, HP. Yep. Oh, I remember the batteries falling off too, Von Aaron's. I do remember that. That's hilarious.
The battery's full.
Yep. It's like the Tommy gun. When they first got to in World War II, those Thompson rifles, they had to switch they took it down to a 20-round clip. Like the first clip had 30 rounds in it, but it was too heavy. So when they jumped with the gun or whatever, the clip would fall out.
Oh my god.
Not a good thing in combat. That's why a lot of the guns have them side mounted, you know. A lot of machine guns have side mount the clips. Blue. I'm thinking I need to do... Yeah, don't do that, Violet. Just turn it off. Ignore them. Or block them. I think that I probably need to redo my silage tutorial. Because when I did it, like it was like a couple weeks after the game had come out, and I did not know what I was doing. And it makes me bothered. That's my still like that's my third biggest watched video still. And I'm like, man, I think I need to redo this. Is there an extra tractor at the silage? I'll bring it back. Somebody left hazards on. Yep. Okay, turned into a weird cheap hen. Yeah, right. Yep. I remember the first laptop. Oh, you brought it back, Ranger. I was looking for it. That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, we had too many tractors up there, so I figured I'd bring some of them back.
Okay.
I'm not doing nothing.
Oh, so Wyden took the other one? What are you doing, Jer? Oh, he's still harvesting. All right.
Yeah, harvest.
So we got Jer and Weidenbach harvesting, and then you're going to do crushing? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I've been compacting, but it hasn't been taking very long because I've just been in the JCB.
Oh, okay. I'll just take the case back then. Is that cool?
Yep.
If you want, you can leave them, and I'll service them. I'm going to service the tractors. Oh, you worked 5 years ago. Okay. Yep, I remember Compaq. It's so funny. Man, that brings back memories. Yeah, we had like the first laptop. It was literally a desktop computer with a really small screen and a keyboard that folded over the screen.
Yeah.
So you'd set it down on the desk like a regular desktop computer, and then fold open the keyboard and turn it on, and the monitor would come on. It had 2 floppy drives, and I saw that old dinosaur. That was at Huntington Bank. They weren't using it; like it had already been pulled out of service by that point. But pretty funny old stuff. Samsung. I didn't know they had a fire issue. That's funny. Yeah, well, Windows 10 is huge. I can't believe you're still downloading it. How did you get? Did you get it for free, iRock? Because I thought they took away the free thing, but it'd be cool if they didn't. We're gonna make this operating system free for just a short time.
I heard that then they're not going to do any more operating systems. Is that true?
That's what I've heard too. I don't know how they're gonna manage that, but
They're just going to keep
updating
Windows
this
10 going. Windows 10 will be the last.
how are they gonna make money? I guess they do it through their apps and stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, Microsoft
Are they
is
just
doing
going to
Windows.
continually update like what they've been trying to do with Office, where you just have the yearly subscription
Oh
instead
my
of
gosh.
actually buying the software outright?
Right.
What?
I hate that stuff. I mean, in some ways I like it because it, okay, like for Adobe, you know, it's like I pay $50 a month, but I get literally thousands of dollars of software
What is it?
Yeah.
for Adobe. So it's like instead of paying, you know, $2,000 every couple years for upgrades, I just pay $50 a month. So I mean, I guess, I mean, it's definitely it can be considered more practical. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not totally against the sub thing. I understand it.
It definitely makes a lot more sense for them to do that as a business.
Right.
Because it
Right.
means that they can incrementally change the software
Right.
without like having.
And they've got a
Because, I
constant
mean,
flow of income.
When they released Windows 8, there was so many people that just hated that.
Right.
And that's like it's a big risk to release a whole new software package if you're just like continually updating it, changing it a little bit to suit everybody's needs. Then
Right.
just incremental improvement.
Yeah, they're probably going
But-
to do it.
At some point, you do kind of need that whole fresh overhaul thing, though.
Right.
Otherwise, you end up with too many bugs in the code.
Right. Yeah, like one bug built upon another, right? What are you doing, Violet? Gas these guys up. How's the fuel on the JCB doing?
Good question. It is mostly full. It's got 170 liters in it.
Okay. I just use OpenOffice. I don't bother with the Microsoft one. I guess you're probably supposed to do, I don't know, donations or whatever, but... Oh, yes. Fueling up the tractors. How are your guys doing up there with their fuel?
Oh, good.
How are you doing with their fuel? Is it good? Everything is good?
Big Buddha?
There we go. I remember that with HP too. That's so funny. Hearing like, how's that possible? Their Wi-Fi cards would lock up routers. Oops. Talk about having a hard time troubleshooting an issue.
What?
Like, never had that happen before, but yeah, Google Docs too. Yep, I use Google Docs. Having a where the HP had a laptop series that would cause the router to crash, and so
God.
yeah, like how do you even troubleshoot that? Because it's like,
They say take it back and get something else.
right? Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, Aaron's. And then their response to any kind of problem was like, "Oh, sorry, too bad for you. Buy a new printer."
Cheaper to just buy a new printer than buy new ink cartridges.
Yeah. No, I did end up finally getting a laser printer. I just print black and white. I don't print color. So, because obviously you get way more sheets out of a single cartridge, you know, like over 1,000, and they don't dry up when you don't use them. So, I much prefer the laser technology.
I've never owned a printer.
That's crazy.
I just go into the university or Officeworks or somewhere and print stuff.
Yeah, I guess if I didn't have business, I probably wouldn't own one because like I said, except for business stuff, I almost never print anything out. So it's like
That's our biggest problem out in Arizona is everything dries up. So unless you use it all the time,
right, you'd have to use
You're not
you'd have to get a
getting
laser one, right?
not getting much. Constantly buying new cartridges.
Yeah, if you have to pay subscription, just might as well just go to Linux.
That's so funny, Von Aaron's. Made friends. Micah, where'd you go?
Harveston, 19.
Do you need me to bring the truck down?
I'm at 50%.
All right, I'll bring the truck.
If you want, park it down by 24.
25. For sure.
That's where I'll be heading next.
We're gonna harvest the corn and call it a night.
Yes. That is correct. Or if you guys are pooped, we can just call it a night soon because we're already at like
Yeah, we're almost done.
we're just over 2 hours at this point. We're over 2 hours at this point, so we can quit whenever you guys would like. I'm actually going to split this into 2 episodes.
All nighter,
you are?
all nighter,
All nighter, all night. No, I'm too tired. I'm already beat, man. I'm ready to. I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten dinner yet. No, I ate some cheese.
Well, I mean that's not fair because it's not an all nighter for me. It's an all dayer.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, I know. I got that too, Von Aaron's. I was like the bat boy for Sarcom, the company I worked for. They were like, I always was the person that could get the crabby customers to be happy again. So they would always send me to crabby customers because like I would always smooth things over for the company. What do you call that? Not the relief pitcher. That's what I was. So like I went to KeyBank, of course, which is like one of the largest companies in Cleveland and one of our clients. And one of their guys hired. They had one of our guys come in, and the he somehow, and now I know how, but he totally ticked the KeyBank guy off. Like, was a total jerk to him and was like, that's so I went. They went to go there, and Ron McGrady, my boss, was like, listen, Arthur. He's like, these people are just very unhappy with us right now, and he's like, I'm sending you in, and I really just do whatever they tell you to do and do your best to keep them happy, and I know you can do it. So I was like, okay. So I went down there, and when I got down there, the guy, Eric, was like, hey, listen, before we get started, I need you to sort this box of Ethernet and token ring cards, and then come get me when you're done, and then we'll start getting ready for what we're doing. You know, I'll get you integrated into the system. I'm like, okay. So I sorted the court cards out and, you know, brought him the 2 boxes and was like, here they are. And he was like, oh, he's like, dude, you got the job. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you know, we were dealing with the last guy that your company sent came down and we asked him to sort these cards. And he told us that was below him and he wouldn't do it. Because he was Novell certified.
Oh yeah.
He refused to do it. So
When I ask you to do something, you do it.
it was that easy. All I had to do, I was like, well, if you ask me to sweep the floors, I'll sweep the floors. I mean, I'm here for you. It was crazy. I'm like, how can you be that conceited, you know?
You're working for someone else. You do what they ask you.
Yeah, because we were contractors. I mean, that's what we did. You went to companies, they hired you to come do work for them, and that's, yeah. A lot of those guys had that attitude, though. A lot of the Cisco guys had that attitude, too. Like, oh, well, we're Cisco certified, so we don't have to do any other work. It's like, no.
Arthur,
Yes, sir.
do the cornfields need to be cultivated, or is it the other one that doesn't cultivate?
They do. Well, are you done with your
Okay.
field?
Well, I've just been sitting waiting for them to undo load so I can compact
Oh.
it, so I might as well head up there with the cultivator and start
Okay.
cultivating.
I mean, it's not a huge deal because we'll get it next week if we don't do it now. But how are they doing? Is it still
I think they just finished 8.
okay? Yeah, tech support people have a knack for creating issues. That's so funny. Yeah, I know, right?
Could
Oh, go ahead.
I could cultivate these ones that were soybeans near the farm, but I don't know what your plan is to do with them next.
Yeah,
Might
let's
not
think
need it.
about that because they may not need it. I probably will just do soybeans again because I don't think we really need anything right now.
Yeah.
I think the pigs are happy. They got plenty of food.
Worry
Cows
about
are
it next week.
Yep. I do have a wedding next week, but it's not till Sunday, so I will be able to stream. And I think I'm pretty much going to always try to stream even if I have a wedding the next day because now that I'm doing video, we don't have to get there so early. I love it. I think I got all the eggs. So I'm going to come see how the cornfields are. I'm going to go walk over to the cornfields and see how things are going.
A little
Yeah,
bit of
we're
stuff
pretty
here
much
still.
done. We're just picking up the.
Oh, that sucks on errands. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I didn't get burned out at Sarcom. I actually really loved what I did, but I got into Associated Estates apartment complexes working all of their computer systems. And after 2 years, they made a really good offer for me to be full-time there, so I ended up taking the job. Then the bad thing was I ended up working myself out of a job. Basically, my original job was to travel around the country and visit the apartment complexes and keep their computer systems running, and I loved it because I like to travel. So I was doing that, but then we really worked ourselves into a Cisco VPN type support system so that we didn't have to be on site. And so I basically just worked myself out of a job. So when it was over, I ended up with a desk job for like a year, and I just went crazy. I was like, actually, if you guys just want to finish 8, that's fine. We'll do 7 next week because that's obviously takes a really long time with those. We'll finish the other one next week. But anyway, so I just went crazy there, and I said, you know what, I'm going to start my own company. And then that's when my friend Chris called and was like, hey, you want to do wedding photography? And I was like, yeah. So I tried to start my own computer company unsuccessfully, and I also did the wedding photography. So the wedding photography took off, and then because the computer company wasn't taking off, I'm like, what can I do with all this equipment during the week? So I started doing the real estate photography. I called Amanda, the girl at the apartment company, and I said to her, like, listen, do you have any work for me as a photographer? Do you ever need professional photos done of your apartments? She was like, yeah. So that's how I ended up getting into the real estate photography. I found I loved it and started doing work for them, and then I just started like approaching realtors and expanding my business. It took years to get there, but I just love what I do. So I'm sorry, John. What's the matter?
Call Mark and say for stupid. I need his help with something so I can play fire.
No, I'm not doing that right now.
Please.
No, because no.
The reason why is that
Don't play with my screen like that. Don't do that. You're going to break it.
save up.
Did you shower?
Tell stupid to set it up. Help me set it up.
I'll talk to Seth in a little bit, okay? I'm streaming right now.
I like that.
I will not do it right now, and if you keep bothering me about it, I won't do it at all. Did you bring your tractors inside?
Yes,
Micah, he has been having he and the little neighbor kids have all outside playing with the tractors.
Aw,
It was really cute.
awesome.
They were out there playing. It was really cute. So you had to. Right, I hate getting it when that's the one thing that's one of the reasons why I wanted to work for myself, because I got tired of being absorbed into this and absorbed into that. I really wanted to be in a job where I was doing something, that I was in control of. That way, if my boss changed or whatever, there was none of that kind of stuff happening. I just was secure in my job. So It's worked. It definitely is hard on finances at times, but it does work. So it's hard right now, though. I'll tell you what. 44 Magnum. The job market is not easy right now. It's hard. 44 Magnum. Now Facebook definitely is a good place to market yourself. Instagram. Just keep putting yourself out there on those places. Every photo you take, make nice edits of them and put them out there.
Create a LinkedIn profile as well.
Yep, LinkedIn. I know a lot of photographers, like my friend Kendra. She has a photography company, and her, I think it's called Blink, and she just did a lot of Instagram and got her name out there. She's really good at what she does, but she's really skyrocketed. Her company's done really well. So but yeah, just keep going. So don't give up. It'll happen eventually, but it is a pain. I know what you're saying. All right, I'm going to park over here with the truck. You guys did a good job up there. So just get those two emptied and bring them on back. Ranger, when we cut, you can just leave that up there.
Well, I'm about halfway through already.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I could nearly finish it.
Sweetness. Beep beep beep. And what else is going on? Micah, how's the harvesting going? You still working at it?
Yep, 64%.
Oh, somebody in my backyard got skunked.
Huh?
I think one of the animals in the backyard got skunked. One of our neighbors. Oof. It's not smelling so good over here. We have a skunk somewhere in my neighborhood. I almost ran into him the other night. I was going for a walk.
Oh, yeah?
And, all of a sudden I was like, whoa! Like, he was crossing the street almost like right in front of me. I was like, I just stopped. He looked at me. I looked at him. He kept waddling along a little bit. Then he'd look at me again, and I'm just like, keep going. But he didn't raise his tail at me, so I was getting ready to go the other way, though. But, we definitely have a lot of skunks here. Polecats. Well, I think that was a good stream, guys. We've done a good job. I'll wait till the Jeremy Weidenbach duo get back to the farm, and then we'll call it. Micah, if you want to finish that row and then just park it, that's good. And oh, the unemployment office? Cool, yep. Yeah, I'm thankful I haven't had to go there yet, but you never know. I'm always like 1 month away. I would say full frame and a wide lens, yes. I use a 16 to 35 lens, the L series, and all my cameras are full frame. That way you have a nice wide image without it looking fisheye. And yeah, I would say you definitely need that for the real estate because you just need to be able to get most of the room in. But once again, you don't want it to look all fisheye. So, hey, you are very welcome, Sinkins. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel because there is a lot of information about Farm Sim, and a lot of it's basic, but there are some, I think you can pick up some tips going through it. Also, I take a look at some of the cool DLCs and mods that are out there. So, anyway, I hope that helps you. And I'm glad to have you on the channel. Make sure you follow. You don't have to subscribe, but at least follow so that you can keep up with our stream. We do this every Friday night. Sometimes we also do farm-related stuff just randomly. But then I also have a couple other series that I run on here. So Tuesday night's tanking, Thursday night's My Summer Car, and then like I said, I usually try to do one wild card. Sometimes it's like Saturday or Monday. It just depends on how my schedule is looking. So yeah, you know, it does well. Crop sensors are good for portraits. The nice thing about crop sensor too is that you can get you're basically getting a free zoom. Wait, Jared, bring that over here. Let's clean that up. You know me.
Do you want me to bring the cultivator back as well, or leave it up here ready for field 7?
Just leave it up there. You can leave the tractor and the cultivator up there.
Alright, I'm just doing my last lap now, so 8 is cultivated and ready to be sown.
Ding! So you just started the season series on my YouTube. I wish it was longer. Sorry, it is scary. Unfortunately, that's the one that Kyle and I did. Kyle kind of burned out on Farm Sims, so that one's come to a halt. We may pick it up again sometime. I don't know. I like seasons, but I don't love it, which is weird because I really like the seasons in Farm Expert. If you guys have ever seen my Farm Expert series, it's worth checking out. It's such a weird game. Now, unfortunately, right now it's under the DCMA infringement that every single other farm sim is going through out there right now, so it got pulled from Steam. But if you can find a key for it, or if you see it available again, it's worth the $7 or $8. I don't know. Micah, do you ever play it?
What?
Do you like it?
What?
Hang on a second. Hang on. All right, Jared, we're good. Do you ever play Farm Expert, Micah?
No.
No. It's just different. It's different. Yeah, those ice lenses are really nice. You still have 9 to go. Okay, good. Well, there's still some for you left anyway. But yeah, I really do. I do recommend Farm Expert. It's a strange game. It's very different than your run of the mill farm sim. It's got
like Farmers Dynasty and this one.
I like Farmers Dynasty is kind of based on the same thing that Farm Expert is, but it's a little bit more difficult. Farm Expert, it's easier to get money to get your equipment together, and I think that Farmers Dynasty is a little smoother too. Like they've polished out some of the bugs that were in Farm Expert, or hidden them anyway. Yeah, heck, I don't even have those ice lenses for my camera. They're like a couple $1,000s a piece. I just don't. I'm just using the lenses that I have until they break, which probably will be never. They seem to last forever. I've used them for 15 years.
So what's an ice lens do?
I'm sorry, Micah, what?
What is an ice lens?
A Zeiss lens? Zeiss
Oh, it's not
lens.
ice.
Zeiss. Yeah, Z-E-I-S-S. And they're just really smooth. They're really good for video at use, actually, if you're doing video. Thank you, guys.
Probably could have brought my tractor back.
Oh, well, it's all right. That ranger guy's always leaving his tractor in the field. Where's Micah? Join us, Micah.
Are you sure? I'm almost done.
Micah, I summon thee. Come forth at once.
Come forth, Micah.
That's hard.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
did you
It's always
see
hard
the,
for me just to leave something not done.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's more than a feeling. Oops, wrong button.
Hey, did you see there's a spectator mode in the mod house?
Yeah, I did see that. Right, yeah. You might as well just get Farm Manager. Farm Manager 2018. There you go, Magnum. Sweet. Yeah, I'd like to get one of those. I'd like to get one of the Sony A's, but everything I have is Canon, so I'm just sticking with Canon. I want the new 6D Mark II, because it's got a flip-out screen and it's got the touch focus, and that helps me with my eyes. You just tap on what you want to focus on, and it focuses. Pretty cool stuff. Where did Ranger go? Ranger, what did you do?
Around.
Oh, okay.
I was going to shove a tray down, but then I thought, nah. Don't want to get in trouble.
You're out. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great crew tonight. Thank you so much for being with us. And we'll see you guys next week for another exciting episode of Goldcrest, the server. Can't believe we're still going. But hey, we're almost to the point now where we're just kind of profitable, right? So once we're done with this harvest with this soybean, we should have probably about 150, 200,000. I'm sorry, 250 to 300,000. So it'd be nice.
Maybe another harvester.
Let's just sit on it for a little bit. We spend money real fast.
Maybe another field.
I think another field might. I think our harvester is pretty good for what we got. So anyway, no, I do not do astrophotography. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. I just do pictures of buildings. We'll see you next time, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.